They said she could understand languages she had never heard. They said she could speak with voices that weren't hers. And they said she levitated. Not in secret, not in whispers, but in front of priests, nuns, and a congregation frozen in terror. This is not the plot of a movie. This happened in a mission school in South Africa in 1906. The name of the girl was Clara Germana Cele, and her story is one of the most terrifying and forgotten cases of possession ever recorded. Clara was just 16 years old, a young girl attending St. Michael's Mission in Natal, South Africa. By all accounts, she was quiet, devout, and ordinary. That is, until one day, she approached a priest in a cold, emotionless voice and confessed something that made his skin crawl. "I made a pact with the devil." The change was almost immediate. The sweet, soft-spoken Clara vanished. In her place was something else, something dark. Her behavior became erratic, violent. She tore at her clothes. She growled like an animal. She attacked nuns and students with a strength far beyond her size. Her skin would burn when touched by holy water. She hissed when prayers were spoken in her presence. But the most chilling part wasn't what she did. It was what she knew. She began revealing secrets, dark, personal details about the priests and students, things she could not possibly have known. Private sins, hidden thoughts. She spoke in perfect Latin, German, French, and Polish, languages she had never studied. Witnesses said she would mimic voices, sometimes sounding like multiple people speaking at once, and sometimes not sounding human at all. The priests knew this was no illness. This was something far older and far more dangerous. They contacted Rome, and with approval granted, 2 seasoned exorcists were sent to confront the darkness living inside Clara. What followed was 2 full days of horror. During the exorcism, Clara's body twisted and contorted in unnatural ways. Her eyes rolled back. She levitated nearly 5 feet in the air before crashing violently to the ground. The priests reported being attacked by unseen forces. Bibles flew from their hands. Crucifixes were torn from the walls. One nun claimed to see shadows moving independently of the light. Another swore she saw Clara's face shift, morphing into a snarling beast before returning to her normal expression. The demon inside Clara resisted, screamed, cursed, begged, but eventually, it broke. With a final roar that shook the chapel, the entity was cast out. Clara collapsed unconscious. When she awoke, she had no memory of what had happened, only a haunting sadness in her eyes, as if a part of her soul had never returned. Clara lived a quiet life after that, but those who knew her said she was never the same. She would often stare into dark corners, as if listening, as if waiting. Some believe the exorcism banished the demon forever. Others believe it only set it free. Today, the story of Clara Germana Cele has been largely forgotten. But deep in the archives of the church, the records still remain. Documented testimonies, signed by terrified witnesses, describing a possession so powerful, it defied explanation. So the next time you hear something whispering in a language you don't understand, the next time you feel watched in a room where you're alone, remember Clara. And remember this, when you invite darkness in, it never truly leaves. It waits, and sometimes comes back.